Good evening, guys. Yes, as you can see, I am on my own again this week. Hopefully it's going to go a great deal better than it did last week, because last week was a bit of a disaster, if I'm honest. There was a lot going on. It was my birthday. There was quite a bit of stress in the air trying to rush to get things sorted. And again, this week hasn't been plain sailing. Adam was supposed to be sat just here, but he isn't. So I think we're going to start off this evening with a word from Adam. Let's hear from him.
So hi guys, via video link this week. How he gets on, so hopefully he doesn't miss the cut. So guys, I'll be back.
Well, here we go. I heard Adam, but according to the comments, you didn't hear him well. There we go. Usual stuff. Basically, Adam was saying that he got very, very wet teaching this afternoon, and things dragged on a bit, and he didn't quite manage to make it home in time. And obviously dinner is super, super important. So Adam's gone home for his dinner, and to dry off, I am here. He has picked Tony Finau for this week's Memorial tournament. So let's have a quick look at Memorial itself. It's the second week that the tournament's going to be held there, and yes, it's a lovely, lovely, lovely golf course, Memorial, and there's someone quite important making their return this week, and that is Mr. Tiger Woods. Hasn't seen him in action since February, since before the tour shut down there, and yes, it'd be good to see Tiger in some form. I'm sure he's been practicing really, really hard in preparation for what is going to be a really, really busy few months here on the PGA Tour and with the majors that are coming up. He looked excellent in the match the other week, and yeah, I know that was only a bit of fun round his home course, but he definitely looked like he had his game face on, certainly for the middle part of that round, to the back end of the front nine there, and the start of the back nine in the match, the big match he played against Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady when he was paired with Peyton Manning. It was an excellent watch, that, and yeah, hopefully the PGA Tour have learned many things from that little bit of event that was happening, little bit of marketing and stuff for TaylorMade. It was excellent. So again, let's have a look quickly at the betting. So let's get the betting up here for you. Bryson DeChambeau is the favourite, which is unsurprising really, because he has played as good golf as anybody has around and about since we've returned to golf. Justin Thomas is their second favourite, and Rory McIlroy is third favourite. And if we flick across to this screen just in here, you will see that I have picked Rory for victory this week. Yes, I do think Rory's going to do it this week. I really believe that this golf course is suited to him. It's a long, straight drive of the golf ball, which is obviously a good recipe any time. But the greens aren't particularly tricky by PGA Tour standards, and they're quite small again by PGA Tour standards. And I think Rory's putting is always the thing that lets him down a bit. But yeah, I'm hoping for him to go real well this week. Right, we're going to hear now from Ryan. We're going to try it again. Ryan was telling me that there was no audio when I put Adam's video on, but let's give Ryan's video a try, and hopefully we hear from him right now.
Good evening thing. I hope you're all well. So a real narrow miss for me this week. Justin Thomas lost on the third playoff hole. Yeah, disappointing really. He played pretty well, just fell apart those last couple of holes of regulation, sort of dropped 2 shots shots in the last 3 holes, and that cost him. He rolled in that amazing 50-foot putt on the first playoff hole, and then Colin Morikawa obviously rolled in the 27-foot putt, something like that, to halve the hole. Brilliant putt under pressure. And then just couldn't get off the tee, Justin. So unfortunate, but I think he played really well. Well done to Colin. He lost in a playoff a couple of tournaments ago, so good for him to get that monkey off his back and win a playoff. So well done to Colin. This week, great to see all the big names back. Rory, DJ. Most importantly, I'm glad to see Tiger's back. Such a massive draw for fans all over the world. Good to see. I think it's his first PGA tournament since lockdown has been lifted, since they've been back. So good to see him back out on the course. This week though, I'm picking Webb Simpson. So second in the FedEx Cup rankings. He won the RCB Heritage. So I think he's playing pretty well. So yeah, I'm going to go Webb Simpson this week for the win. See you all next week. Bye, guys.
Right, there we go. So Ryan has picked Webb Simpson, and again, it was so close for Ryan last week. It was a great finish to the first of the 2 events at the Memorial at Muirfield Village with the Workday Charity Classic there. Yeah, Colin Morikawa, he's going to be a name for the future. He is definitely one to look out for, to keep an eye on. He's already won twice in only 25 starts on tour, and yeah, I cannot wait to see where his career takes him. But again, he's picked Webb Simpson for this week. Again, a player in form, a guy that does it his own way, and yeah, a really good kind of role model for the tour. He's quite clean cut, he doesn't necessarily get himself into too much trouble, and yeah, good guy, Webb Simpson. Again, hopefully he does well. Got some comments in here. The winner tees off at 12:55 tomorrow. Can you guess who it is? From Andy Kemp. Yes, Andy, we can guess that is probably going to be Sergio. Sergio, we know, is your favourite golfer. And he's a lot of people's favourite golfers, especially when Ryder Cup comes around. Julian Roll has said that his picks for the last 3 weeks have been pretty bad, and he's gone for John Rahm. So hopefully you two haven't put the Spanish curse on these 2 fantastic Spanish players. Again, keep those comments coming in. Ryan is filtering them away. Hopefully you guys are still seeing me. It's telling me that it's lagging a little bit. Possibly because I'm out here in the garage and there's just a lot going on. Maybe I need to hardwire an internet connection when we get out here. But yeah, make sure you get your picks in. Hopefully you've been enjoying the content that we've been releasing. There's been quite a few videos released from us recently. Obviously I played the match against my mother where, yeah, I won't ruin it, but she's really solid, my mother. She really is a solid golfer. And more matches to come. We've done quite a bit of filming that is just kind of sitting there waiting to be released, so hopefully that comes along fairly soon. And I really enjoy doing these lives. I just wish that we could have one that didn't have any technical hitches, but I suppose the only way to get through this is to keep on doing the live streams. Hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying some golf this weekend. I don't think there's going to be any crowds at any events for the rest of the season, so let us know in those comments what you think about that. I think it's definitely the right idea, because I think all the other sports are going to go that way as well. Obviously we've seen football return, we're going to see basketball and American football return fairly soon. Obviously cricket has returned with limited spectators, and again cricket's slightly different because you can definitely position people around the grounds, and certainly for cricket county championship matches they don't get huge crowds necessarily anyway, so the transport side of things isn't quite so difficult to manage, I would say. But yes, hopefully golf will return with some good major victories coming up in the next few weeks. I'm kind of waffling a little bit because I don't really know what is left to say. Normally Adam and I kind of feed off each other a little bit more. Hopefully this stream hasn't been too difficult to watch. I didn't manage to bring myself to watch last week's episode, and judging by the way this has gone this week, I probably won't be watching this one either. But hopefully you guys have had a really good week. Hopefully there's some really good golf again this weekend. It's going to be good to see all those big names back. Please comment below who you think is going to win the Memorial this week. Who's going to be putting on that tartan jacket at the end of the week? Who's going to be shaking Jack's hand? Jack Nicklaus obviously is the host of this event and has been for many years. And a little bit of an extra incentive for Tiger. He's won this event 5 times. And there's many tournaments that he's won multiple times. This is one of the ones he's won the most. So yeah, look out for Tiger this week. But yeah, obviously Rory's going to win. So guys, thank you very, very much for watching. This was another trialled episode of the preview show. Hopefully it wasn't too disastrous. Hope you all have a great week, and we will return next week, next Wednesday night, possibly at a slightly later time. Keep an eye on social media for if we do change the time to 8:30. You'll obviously see it pop up on your YouTube feed when we decide to pop the thumbnail and actually plug the preview show into YouTube's live system, and you'll see that come up on your feed as a premiere. I think that's pretty much all that's left for me to say. Ryan, yes, it has been confirmed that there's no crowds for the rest of the season, just as that last comment. And I think that is about all for me. I'm now going to try and play the outro. Hopefully you hear it. Some nice calming music to finish the evening off. Have a good evening. Safe drive home. I believe that's how all golf speeches end. See you next week.